too impossible to say yes or no to because there's just circumstance.
So I realize I haven't made my point of view on either of those two questions. Honestly, I would prefer love because if you have commitments and enjoyments, there's more. I just like to have anchors in reality to keep me here. So I don't just want to leave. So I'd always go for the
It's a
love
very important thing.
because if you don't have many
The love
commitments,
version of marriage.
yeah. And
Well, that's the
remarrying,
thing.
it would be for me. It would be I would remarry because I'm searching. If I think it's the one, then I'm gonna go for love.
Aftershave.
Even if it's
Well,
after
right.
the spouse dies. But anyway, back to what you're gonna say something after I said marrying for love to keep commitments or whatever. Keep us
Honestly, there's a
around.
point about the arranged marriage that I was going to bring up.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, just because it's arranged marriage doesn't mean that you can't love that person either, I guess.
Well, the way it says love, a marriage for love, it was like marriage love or like fixed marriage.
Is
It's
it
like
just marrying? A better form,
You will need
a way to form this question would you? Do you believe? I guess there is no better way to form this because it's
it's
on a basic thing,
awkward.
but it's a thing that also depends on circumstance. Like, do you
Yeah.
also kind of like the person who's like you're being arranged to marry? Like, if not, then I believe you should have the right to say no. But at the same time, I believe that the idea of having someone like help you out in that category also isn't the worst thing.
Mm-hmm.
Industrial applications of this stuff, and then the little ones will be thrown to you like a bee to honey. You will have to gather 3 pheromones here, so that you smell disgusting, just like a big daddy.
He actually almost killed me.
I was like, how is he still winning that?
Whoa.
Oh,
That's a lot of Adam. Holy cow.
What happened?
I got no
Did
clue.
he like? What, did he just explode from too much Adam? Did a Big Daddy come and get him and just like high five him against the wall? Like, high five. What?
Nope, okay.
Nothing in there.
You push me too far, kid. When you're cold and stiff, I'm gonna go over to Mother Goose's house and I'm gonna take it apart, piece by piece and brat by brat. Consider it your legacy.
Doesn't make too much sense. But okay.
Okay.
I guess it was just the wind.
You got the director's cut, nice.
Yeah.
What's there?
Nice. Hello.
Yeah,
My
I see you.
phone's still working. I still wonder. Sometimes it just does not work.
Yeah.
Like
I
sometimes
can only
I'll
be
say
glad I
something
am
to the
nowhere
camera.
near you and
Funny.
that awful stink. Why the little ones are drawn to the smell of those pheromones is beyond anything I can understand.
What?
Okay, so that's why the girls liked the Big Daddy is because I don't know, smelled nice to them. It was like a controlled, it's like a brainwash command on
What is
use on a pheromone.
Oh. This button hurts me. This button makes food. Why? This one's okay, so this one's a
Big Daddy.
it's a Big Daddy, but why is the female hurting the Big Daddy? Is it just to keep the is it like to train them to not go for women? Is it like a sexual like brainwashing to make sure they don't like ladies or something? Like
I don't know, just like a movie. I mean, honestly, I couldn't tell you.
Well, the reason why I say that is because you know what it reminds me of is how scientists train rats to like how they can train rats to push a button for food. And that reminds
Oh
me
yeah. And
where if like
stuff like that.
if a
Did you hear?
creature
Let me.
okay, hear
Can
what?
I bring up a question? One
Huh?
point. Just saying. Science is fucked up. The
Oh
shit we
yeah.
do to animals to figure things out. Do you know the test about like how they would test to see how long it would take before a rat would drown?
Okay.
But then to like test psychologically to see like what it would do, they took a second rat and waited to see how long it would take for it to give up, and then they saved it at the last second, and it was like it was really great. And like the first one obviously drowned, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they put it back in to like, and it obviously lasted longer. The power of hope that again the magic hand or something would come to save you from drowning. That just little bit of hope gives a mammal the power to carry on, and that's very impressive and interesting thing to look at. Very
Wait,
fucked up that we had to figure that out through drowning rat.
so why just girls? This is gonna be an interesting one because it is interesting. Why is it just little girls?
Oh
Like,
wait,
why can't it be boys? Because I assumed it would just have to be someone young, but they're
because
all
it's
little girls.
marketing. Remember Andrew
No.
Ryan and how he was saying that it was a great marketing ploy? I don't know.
Well,
Might
no,
just
this
be a
one's
part of
gonna
that.
explain it, I think, because look, it says why just girls? Question mark. So I
Right,
expect this one to
exactly.
explain it.
To explain it.
Why it has to be children, but why just girls? This I cannot determine why, but I know it is so. Fontaine says, one less bathroom to build in the orphanage. It is amazing to watch the effect of Adam on their small bodies. Their own cells replaced by the new stems the instant they are damaged. These children are practically invulnerable. It is a shame you could not do the same thing to an adult. There would be quite a market for a man you could not kill.
That kind of sounds like
Uh,
me. Like I can't really.
Yeah, it sounds like it's like setting that up to be you or something. Like you are an adult that can't be killed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can be
I
killed,
don't
but
know.
it's very hard. Like they have to do a lot of damage to me.
And also
Actually,
theoretically, in video games, you haven't been killed unless if it's something like Undertale, where it's like,
no. I've been
oh,
definitely
like
killed. No. Like I know what you're
resetting.
saying. Like when they die, it's just like it's a dream or something, or like it resets them back to like some point, like where they're like they had a bad dream.
Yeah,
It's like
unless if
no.
like the actual ability of reset is like a determined thing in the world, like how how do they handle the fact of like you dying and then coming back and then kicking more ass? Unless if it is something like that,
What?
or they just don't explain
Uh.
it like every other video game.
Well, I have
I
an
don't know.
I can explain it to you, but
Please, Papa Sutra, I don't want to go on the tail.
little sister, where's the adult? Was he in there? Wait a second. Oh fuck. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I just realized something really bad. I'm just gonna move on.
That we're fucking hallucinating.
No. I realized what's in there, and I realized what that was.
What is it?
It's a bunch of dresses for the little girls. It's a bunch of dresses for the little girls.
It's like a closet.
Yes, it's a closet. And this is
Doesn't
a
look like
wide,
a very
but this is a wide open door, and there's a bunch of clothes in there. And there, we just saw a memory of a little girl in there saying no. So I'm just gonna move on from there.
Walk of the voice box. I can only imagine.
I mean, I have an idea of what you're hinting at.
Yes.
I hope not. Son of a bitch. I don't
It's
need
fucked
any
up.
more
Like this whole
fucking
place is
depressed
fucked up.
shit. I mean, yeah, that. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be quiet for a second, and I'm just gonna say, I know that shit is really fucking awful.
Yep.
Has Mother Goose really got
That's why I'm moving on.
you? You can knock
Exactly.
mine all you want, but the old man was bingo on one point of fact. You won't even walk till somebody says go.
Honestly, yeah.
Are they both hurt? Okay, got him. Alright.
Alright.
So we have the pheromone, we have the suit. Oh no. So
Okay.
what else do we need at
Last-
this point? I wonder. I don't
To-
know if there's anything
to
else we
me,
need.
really.
We need the boots. That's the last thing. We need the boots.
I mean, we got the boot. We need the boots. But
yeah, we never got the boots.
we need to, after that, I don't actually know. Why are we dressing up? I don't actually know why we're dressing up like a Big Daddy. I just know we are, and that is kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I think it's to get past security or something.
Or something. I mean, or the fact that it's really useful, and probably just shouldn't be useful for killing certain Fontaine, but you know. Also, you could probably do it without this, but she wants to take over at some point, which could
What's
be the lead
the
into
goal?
Bioshock 2, like we assumed for Atlas.
Yeah.
That's not cool. But seriously, just straight up. No, you don't get to.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, where are you?
Yes.
Come on, please. Mama just wants to hold you.
Alright.
Just said, Mama wants to hold you, sweetheart.
Oh, damage research.
Oh,
Level 2. Hey, you. Let me see if I need
Now,
to take a
the
picture.
final
'cause I don't
question
think
you
so.
have marked down here.
Yes.
Jealousy and love. Is it justified? Is jealousy justified? Basically?
Yeah, well, that's part of it.
I feel like it can be. I mean, obviously you can't just be like so over jealous to the point where it affects you and how you act with yourself
There we go.
or with others.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, just being the slightest bit jealous, it's fair. Like, I get jealous,
Mm.
and I don't even know why. It just happens.
Yeah. Well, when I read it, I kind of thought of it as like if someone did something out of jealousy, would it be? Is it just? Well, I guess no. It's not. That's not fair because I guess I misread it then. So I misconstrued the saying because like when I thought of it, I was like saying, is it like let's say that you committed a crime and it was out of jealousy. Is it what was it? Is it justified? And that's because the word justified makes me think of the fact of like justice, not just the fact of is it like is there any point to it or is it just yeah.
Is it okay? Is it like punishable? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. So when I saw justify, I was like, well, no, I don't think you should. If you did a crime over jealousy, I think it's not justified because you'd still. I mean, if it's a petty crime, like if it's something that's super petty, maybe. But you know, obviously, it's not like you can kill someone and say. But I was just jealous that he had her love. It's like, yeah, dude, you just killed someone. You're still going to jail.
No, you just
This
killed
is
someone.
Big Daddy. Are you ready?
Honestly, I
Now
don't
go to
think
the
any
little sister
crime
by
of
the
any kind is
goofy
okay, even a petty one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't believe in letting emotions interfere.
You think that pill suit's even half enough to put the scare in me?
Okay.
I mean, you. Also, I have a question. I thought Fontaine's family died. Was that just like nothing? Was that like a cover up?
I think it was a cover up. Because Fontaine said he had to go undercover. Because remember Ryan started to say he was going Atlas was his enemy, but Atlas was Fontaine. So I think it was just a cover up. Also, listen to her walking.
Like that was whose family did Andrew kill then?
No. Now listen to her walking.
That's just a question that's been on my mind ever since
Yeah.
like he's kind of switched over. It's just like whose family was this?
Yeah.
That just like got blown up for no reason that we were so close to saving.
Oh, I get what you're saying now. I was really confused. Yeah, I think that was. I think that there may have not even been a family. I think he was just
Because
committed. I think he had to find a way to change his character. Like he had to find a reason to make us want to kill Ryan. Besides the fact that we're here, because think of it, we just came here. Like this is the story. We came here. Oh, I'm gonna help you, but you need to help me save my family. And we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna help this guy's family. We do some things. We
and
find
that
some
was probably
puzzles.
it.
But then,
Right there
well,
was him like switching when he was like,
no,
"Help me find my family." Was probably at that quintessential moment
no.
when he decided like, "Oh, this fool."
No.
How did he
Well,
know
yes,
us before we arrived?
he knew us
How did
because
he know
remember
us before we
we were
arrived?
trained. Remember? Could you kindly?
Right.
We were brainwashed. Remember?
Yeah, but at what point were we brainwashed? At what point did we arrive? There's a lot of unanswered questions.
What do you mean when we arrive? We arrived when the plane crashed. Remember? Or when the plane got
Right.
hijacked by us.
But at what point did Fontaine brainwash us then?
Before we were, I'm pretty sure they said. Well, they didn't say what age we were brainwashed, but presumably we were brainwashed. I mean, assuming that they had us since we were a kid, so presumably for our whole life. Because we were
That it was like literally the whole plane crash and everything was brainwashing.
yeah, because remember it when after Ryan was like, "Don't you remember?" and it started to do a flashback where it's like, "Did that plane really crash?" and then it showed us with a pistol on the plane, selling us the story
Or
that
something
we
like
made it
that.
crash. That no, I remember it. It was telling the story that we made it crash. So when he switched, the whole family killing thing, it probably was just a submarine. I'm just gonna say it right here. I don't think that was his family. I think that was just a storyline to make us want to hate Ryan. Like, how do you make someone hate
But
a
why
main
was
and
Ryan part of it? Because Ryan's the one who blew it up. You could
no?
hear him
Well, yes,
talking
he
over
blew
it.
it up. He blew it up. But
So
I don't
there
think
still had to be some reality to the situation, or at least another way for Ryan to believe why it was his family.
it's
Unless like Atlas in the cover up had like
yeah.
did get a family and
It
just
is
didn't
also
care.
weird. It's weird because like he could be playing an act, you know. Some people are just very good liars, so but the way he acted,
Right.
it sounded like he really had a
It,
family. But let's say that he didn't. What if he just fooled everyone? He fooled Ryan. He fooled us. Let's say he never had a family and he just set up this whole storyline. Because for all we know, he may have set up that submarine because the reason why Ryan could explode it, I think, is because he owns the entire Rapture. He could blow up supposedly anything, but actually, he didn't even blow it up. He sent splicers.
well, that's the thing.
Why?
He sent
Actually, wait.
splicers to kill Atlas
Yeah, but
because
splicers work for
Atlas was down there trying to get into the thing where his family's being held. And he was
the
like, blah blah blah, I'm evil and I will like kill your family now, Atlas, or something like that. And he's like,
it's
oh no, and then it went like grayish in the room, and we
it is
saw that
weird. So
splicer crawl down the window,
it makes sense how
assuming he's dead.
Atlas got out now because if he controls the splicers, that means that they just let him by. Like he didn't like they weren't actively trying to kill him. They were because there was a smoke bomb. For all we knew, they were gonna kill him. But if we have the storyline that he controls them, or that
Right,
he's like their provider, they're not gonna kill him. They need him. So obviously he
right,
could get out of
but
there. But the weird part is
that
why did
still
they
doesn't
go? The weird part is that
that
why
still
did they
doesn't
go there off of Ryan's
unless if he
command?
actually. Well, why'd he go there from Ryan's command? Unless if it wasn't Ryan's command to have the splicers go there.
That's what
Because I
I'm
don't think Ryan
wondering.
commanded the splicers. I don't know what it was with the family part. The splicers kind of make sense. That's a cover up for how to get past us on Fontaine's part.
Yeah.
That's not too hard to explain. What's hard to explain is like like if like there was a family there. There was a family. Whose family? Is it Fontaine's? Is it not? If it is Fontaine's, like,
If it
why
if
is he not more emotional about it? When was this?
no.
Like, there's
I don't
a,
think there's ever been a
it,
family in there. I think he just masterminded so everyone thought he had a family in there. That's what I'm saying. Because the way he just drops it and has no anger towards us because of that, or towards, well, at least it didn't seem like, because he didn't have any anger towards us or Ryan. Like, he said he was
Well, no
angry, but
anger
everyone can
towards
act, but
Ryan.
everyone can be acting like they're angry. So I think there was never a
That is
family.
true.
I think he just he continued the storyline as if he had a family and said, "Now let's kill Ryan for killing my family." And it's like, that makes sense. Of course we would avenge his family. But I don't think there was a family in the
Right.
first place. With all the after knowledge we get now, I don't think he had a family there at all. I'm just saying, I don't think he ever had a family there.
Right. I guess that kind of makes sense.
Because the
But if
way
anyone were to know it, it would be Ryan.
no,
Regardless of
I don't
cover-ups or lying,
I don't think Ryan
he's
would
still in
know.
control. And Ryan had control of every security camera, everything in Rapture.
But
So he would have seen the family at
no,
least one point if they existed.
that's assuming that Ryan 100% could watch every single camera. Do you know how many cameras we've seen on this entire Rapture? There's
Playthrough.
no way. He's not been watching the cameras. That's what I'm saying. He set up an automate, because he doesn't send
Well,
guards
that is
when
the
he
thing.
because it's a timer effect. It's a simple effect to do.
It
Hey,
is.
if I don't want people to
It's
backstab
something to
me,
do it
let me
for
make it
him.
automated. Let me automate it. So that means he's not actively
Right.
looking at. Because if he actually looked at, he could see, oh, they're making a charge. Let me do it immediately. Let me not let them destroy my camera. So he's definitely not looking at the camera. So he wouldn't know about a family. He just knows he's trying to snuff out this little flame between me and Atlas/Fontaine. That's all he's trying to do.
And he knows. And I guess the situation would be like, oh, like I see the person I hate like banging on this door, and he says that his family is trapped inside, or
So
that Ryan
he goes
trapped
off
his
of
family inside.
context clues. So if he goes off of
I
context
guess that would make
clues,
sense.
that would explain why
But
he would
even
also
to
think
see
it's
that,
Ryan.
he'd have to be looking at the cameras.
Well, yes, he can look. Here's the thing. I think he could. You can look at the cameras at any time. What I'm saying is he wasn't to see the family in your scenario. He'd have to look at the cameras 24/7 constantly for even a one chance of a slip up, which may not even happen because if this is Fontaine, he knows where the cameras are. Like Fontaine's been here long enough to know how to avoid the cameras or whatnot. Like he knows how to deal with them. Which means that even if he
Right.
was watching the cameras constantly, there's no guarantee that he would slip up and let him be found. So I
True.
don't.
You
So
are
like,
right,
there's no guarantee.
but there's no guarantee for either scenario. It's just.
Yeah, it's a
Guess
theory,
it's
but they're
really
not gonna
is kind of
explain it.
just a really
theory.
hard. All I want is for them to explain it. Like, whose family? I'll rewatch the episode and see if I can get anything from it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I really don't think they've ever brought it up.
Yeah.
Family? They're a
Oh.
fairy tale, kid.
Oh, okay.
More real
Right.
than something you read about in the Saturday Evening Post. Poor bastard. A motherless freak whipped up in a half-baked science experiment.
So you're created.
You need to bring.
Yes. That's why he could.
That I've got. That I
Okay.
had.
Okay.
Ever since the beginning, you've just been fucking. Also, why would the splicers be such a big deal for you? Why were they threatening you at the beginning then?
Because he had to hold up his. Well, one thing, honestly, I never realized. Remember that we didn't realize they had any connection to Fontaine until we heard the recording and I explained it to you myself. So the only reason that we would know that is that. So, and think of it this way. Think of it as like, they are soldiers and they're on idle, but if there's a random new thing and they're not directly told not to kill the new thing, why wouldn't they kill it? It's meat for them to eat.
Right.
It's literally game. They can have fun hunting me down and killing me. Like, that's a game to them. It's cruel,
Fair.
but they're in an underwater city. What the hell is there to do? There's no games.
Right.
There's nothing interesting to do.
I think you're
and
right.
everyone kills
I
each
think
other, so
you're
you
right
can't
on
have a
the-
friend group.
I think you're right on the fact that it was just like something new and there's no order to keep you safe. that makes sense. And if the tape that described their connection didn't come to like really late in the game,
Yeah, it came. It
like
came.
then it makes sense.
It came when we
After
Cohen. It was after. It was during Cohen when we were looking for his mini guys, and we went to the bar.
that was the music composer guy,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Or
That
the
was the
artist,
music guy.
artiste. Yeah, that guy was crazy. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I mean, that's super weird. Because honestly, that makes you question things back then.
What do you
There's
mean
a lot
back
of
then?
questions in this game. I don't know. I'm just trying to connect the timeline in my head. I'm having a blast with this. All right, resume the game. We
They're
gotta
hiding, and
gotta
then they'll
finish
let
up
you in
this
the door.
island or something
Go on, hit the vent with your wrench.
Wait, really? That's all it takes now?
to get a little
Events,
sister.
she said? Oh, she said one of the vent. Wait, what was she talking about? Oh, a power to the
Oh.
people! We almost missed this. Huh. I mean, I'm not using that weapon, but okay.
No, I don't want to hurt. No.
What is this you wait for? Go on. Hit the vent with your wrench.
Oh, that vent. What?
Und bitte. It would mean very much to me if you will be gentle with the girls. Mein kleines Mädchen.
I just realized. So, you know how we get the good ending is by rescuing all the little sisters. And obviously we understand that Atlas Fontaine was telling us to harvest them. But it said when I looked up that it said that if you even harvest one, you can't get the good ending. Which seems kind of drastic. Like, I get the message of, like, don't kill any of them. Like, I get the message, but, like, that is so extreme. One of the little sisters.
I don't know, maybe you need each individual little sister for something by the end.
I don't think so,
And if you
honestly.
don't have each one,
maybe.
then you're
Maybe
just
if we're lucky
missing
enough.
one out of a process.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
It's a process to finish the story. Like, oh, we need to get all 37 of these girls in this machine, and it'll turn down Rapture, and whatnot. But if you're missing one, obviously you couldn't.
Yeah, okay.
Then it would, if it's something like
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Then it makes sense.
There's 37 different
just,
levers, and we need to push them all down, and I can only do 2 at a time. And it's like, all right, guess we'll need the little sisters for everything else. It'll be like an anime ending where it's like, now all together we can destroy him.
Right. Instead of morals being the reason for saving them, you're just using the little girls.
Yeah.
Fucked up, but true. All right.
Oh.
See, I mean, you use this one. That's.
I just wanted to see. I didn't think I could do it, but
it'd be cool. This girl's issue. What is that? Her making that weird noise?
Yeah, she's walking. All right.
No, that like singing.
Oh no, that's someone else.
Oh, the Proving Grounds.
What?
We're on the second to last one?
I don't know.
I don't know. Could be the same area. Like that last one had 3 areas within the single area.
Yeah.
The little ones will lead you to Fontaine.
Time to
But
go,
you
Mr.
must
B.
protect them.
Okay, I'm not Mr. B, alright?
Alright.
Wait, that's a different little sister. They had to load her in, but
they didn't load in the same one.
Is she gonna follow me?
Fair enough. I mean, maybe it's a different one each time. Like, each room.
Can I go super
They'll
far
help you
away?
get past something.
It's been a long road.
Yeah, but you gotta
You
protect
don't
them.
even remember most of it. Put you on a sub when you were just a sprout.
Whoa.
Alright, I do have one suggestion for you, man.
Okay.
I say, since I do think this is the end, I mean, she just said this place will lead you directly to Fontaine.
I don't think you should make that assumption. We've done that multiple. I mean, yes, they're saying that, But do you know how long it could take? Do you know how long
Okay,
it
they
took us to
can't.
get? Do you know how long it took us to get to Ryan after we were
I
about to
know,
get him? Like they can make
but
things longer.
that is true. They can drag out this section where you try to get to him. But at the same time, if there was, we could do that. My point for doing this was like we can stop now and like finish up on next recording session.
Okay. Hey, there's no
But
more
I
little
mean,
sisters to go get.
true. Thank God.
I
But
mean, I knew that
I just
earlier
feel
because of
like
an achievement. Anyway.
right, next recording session,
Uh.
I feel like we've got this, and or at least could end it by the next recording session,
Mhm.
which is why I say we're close to the end because we're just close enough to play the end.
Yeah.
And I feel like now would be a good stopping point.
Yeah. Okay. You want to say anything goodbye wise?
And nah, that's not this time. See you.
Okay. Bye, fellow shades, and see you next time.